So we conclude this with Dynasty 30. And if ancient Egyptian materials, the content that you like on this channel, I would encourage you to, if that's the only content you like, just watch that list or any other list. You know, if it's months or days or weeks or whatever it is in between, there's going to be more of it. Particularly if you make a point of pointing out that that is beneficial to you. With King next Horeb, Nectanebo I, a BCE 378 to 360, commenced the last dynasty of native kings of Egypt. His capital was Sebennytus. The Egyptians at this time possessed a large army of mercenaries, commanded by Chabrias, an Athenian. The Persians, who were now planning an invasion of the Delta, managed to persuade the Athenians to recall both Chabrias and the mercenary troops, and also to send Iphicrates with 20,000 men to the help of their general Pharnabazus. It took 2 years to equip this invading army, which numbered, when completed, 200,000 barbarians under the Persian command and 20,000 Greeks under that of Iphicrates. They arrived at the Mendesian mouth of the Nile and at once scattered the Egyptians placed there to guard the frontier. The Greek commander then wished to push on without delay to Memphis, but Pharnabazus refused. This gave the Egyptians time to collect their forces and win a pitched battle near Mendes. The Persians re-embarked with their soldiers and departed forthwith, and Iphicrates fled. This victory secured peace and independence to Egypt for some years, during which time art revived and temples and monuments were both erected and restored. Teher, or Takas as he's called by others, BCE 364 to 361. The short reign of this king was chiefly occupied with wars against Persia. Takas, first of all, made an alliance with the Agesilaus, king of Sparta, and secured the help of a Greek fleet commanded by Chabrias. Contrary to the advice of the former, Takas insisted on going to the Phoenicia in person. Phoenicia in person. Okay, I think. Leaving his brother to take the government of the country. During the king's absence, his brother stirred up a revolt in Egypt, to which the son of the latter, then serving as a soldier in the army of Phoenicia, joined in Agesilaus with his Greek mercenaries. Going over to the side of the pretender, overthrew Takas and sought revenge first at Sidon and then at the court of Artaxerxes, who received him kindly and under whose protection he enlisted, whose protection he ended his days. Okay. Nectanebo, as others will call him, the second, BCE 361 to 340. This king's first act was to defend himself against a rival prince of Mendes, who opposed him with an immense force of townsmen and artificers. Owing to the skill of Agesilaus, Nectanebo was victorious. The monuments of this period testify to the king's love of art, and it is evident that he preferred to encourage art and sciences rather than to secure his crown. The Persians again and again invaded Egypt, and at first unsuccessfully owing to the skill of Greek generals and the pay of the Egyptian monarch, but at last Octus in person appeared before Pelusium with an army of 340,000 soldiers, and on the first repulse, Nectanebo shut himself up in Memphis, and from thence fled into Napata. So fell the empire of the Pharaohs after the unparalleled duration of nearly 4,000 years. And M.D. Oh, M. Roderick. So just as in the preface, it wrote in 1891. It's obvious that that portion too. I was doubting for a second whether it would be allowed. But Sharma, peace be unto you.